Next up on the Parade of Stars tonight, the judge himself, the 40K winner. History. We're all about history tonight. This is crazy.
We are.
Yeah, we
We are.
are.
History.
What's going
There
on?
he
It's
is.
Luke.
What up?
I guess you
Oh
could call
man.
I guess you could call this like the one Chicago crossover episode, right? The floor play coming to more from the floor, or vice
Yeah.
Oh,
versa.
that's very true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
yeah, crossover.
I'm excited to
Nice.
be here.
We're excited to have you. So, what's going on in your world at the moment?
So much. I'm about to quit my new job. I'm about to go work for a different new job.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Same industry.
I'm trying to same industry, same public defending.
Yep.
The public needs defending, and I'm the guy to
Just
do it.
can't get
So
enough of it.
I love the public. Yeah, I'm flying back to New Mexico tomorrow. Knock on wood, because there's a lot of flights being canceled currently.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. Every time I see a mothball, I punch something, so that's not healthy. I need to talk to a therapist about that. Yeah, it's tough.
Mothballs.
To be fair, man, I wouldn't have gotten that. That was weird.
No, that was like
Well,
That was weird.
No.
You know what would have helped, Zach? If I had studied for sense. I
Yeah.
did not study that category at all, and I just challenged it on a silly little plan I had to do other things. I lost the forest through the trees entirely.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, so
you were-
let's hear the sinister plan. What was the thought process there?
The plan was I was never going back to the floor. Not ever. Someone was going to have to beat me. It just happened much sooner than I would have liked. But I had an idea to category swap and take out threats every direction because there were
Wow.
so many people on the floor. Molly, your category was a part of it. Much later. I mean, I seriously planned like 20 something moves. It was insane.
Whoa.
But I knew that there were a lot of people I couldn't beat in their own category, but I knew that there were a lot of categories I could beat anybody else in. That's how it felt to me. And so could I beat
Mine was one
Sergio
of
and Mattel
those.
Toys? You were. So I was like, I know paleontology, but I don't know it better than Molly. But if I swap something else like American Revolution into Molly, then maybe, yeah, exactly. See that face? I was trying. I mean, I was studying all of you, every person there. I was
I'm pretty sure you thought you could beat me.
Not in sportscasters.
No. Okay.
No, I would have. If someone told you Luke thinks he can beat you in sportscasters, they were lying to you. I never said those words. I would have never challenged any of the three of you in your categories. I don't, and I wouldn't. New England was off my radar. I don't know anything about New England. I grew up in the South. I moved to New Mexico, and then I moved to Oregon. That's like a big. That's a big, shoot away from
chopping
New England.
chopping that northeast off.
I was safe because of my category from most people on the floor, except for Rick Overdorf. Like, I was not going to be touched.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Tim, I would have never challenged you in sportscasters. I only watch 2 sports, so that's going to make things pretty tough.
Yeah.
So
what are those sports? Yeah.
Soccer. I watch all types of soccer. I watch the MLS. I watch college soccer. I watch the Premier League. Crystal Palace is my team.
I'm sorry.
So I love soccer. And then I also watch college football.
Okay.
So not even all football. I don't watch the NFL. I literally just watch college football. So if it's not the Georgia Bulldogs, I'm not watching.
Nice.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, Georgia. Yes, Zach. What's the issue? What's the issue?
I don't know. Why?
Molly, who do you pull for Kentucky?
That's who you root for when you're in the South, dude.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh, you're an Alabama fan?
Yeah. My family's from
If he knew
South
that, he
Georgia,
probably wouldn't have
down
come
around
on.
Columbus.
Thanks, Molly.
And my grandfather played there several years ago. So yeah.
Oh wow.
It's the easiest team to jump on the bandwagon. Bama. Roll
Tim
Tide.
or Zach, if you do my accent wrong one more time.
Wow.
Oh,
wow,
sorry.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know.
So let's back up the truck a little bit. How did you find your way onto the floor? What made you apply?
You know, I was like many people. I was screaming at my TV, and I was playing along with season 3, and my wife was like, "You need to apply." And I did a quick Google search, and I was like, "Oh, they're not casting." And she was like, "You didn't look long enough." And she looks for me, and like every other mediocre man, there's a great woman behind him. And so she said, apply, do this, you're going to win some money. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of confidence. Okay, let's do it. And she was exactly right. And I brought home $40K for her, and we're going to buy a house with an in-law suite so that my mom can retire. It's very exciting.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was dope.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't care. Like as soon as Kelsey challenged me, I've got 40 pieces of the floor. You can kiss 250,000 goodbye. There are people that think you can hold on to that to the end. They're wrong. There were 6 more episodes. There's no way you hold on to that much floor for 6 episodes. No one's impervious. So I said, instead of having to deal with a bunch of people coming at me, I'm just going to come at as many people as I want until one of them beats me. It just happened to be my boy Charlie. And I'm so glad he beat me, because Charlie told me, I want to do one thing while I'm here. I want to win a duel so that my mom can see me win a duel. And he got that. And I got what I wanted. So like, I can't complain at all. But yeah, that's how I ended up on the floor. Not me believing in me, but my wife believing in me.
Isn't that how it goes? I mean, that's how it's been in my own life. So I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Yeah.
With all
We're just
of
the best.
You are. You women. You're all right. You're all right. You get a bad rap sometimes, but you guys are all right.
Yeah. No,
It's true.
through the whole casting process, Tasha was saying, like, you're gonna make it, and until I got the email saying you're on, I was like, you're crazy. Like, there's so many people applying for this. This is just formalities. But the whole time
it's
she believed that it was
100
gonna happen.
people. If you're watching this and you want to apply, you should apply. It's not Survivor. They're not looking for 16.
No.
They're looking for 100.
Yeah,
exactly.
100. That's
I mean, it still
big
blows
number.
my mind, like what it was that made the 100,000s that applied, like what it was that made us 100. But then when we're talking to everybody, it kind of stands out, and it kind of everybody's. I didn't find one person that I walked away from that saying, "How did they get on?" Like everybody had an interesting story. Everybody had something about them that I was like, if I was a producer, yeah, I could have saw that too, for sure.
My interview with the producer, like the first big interview, was hilarious, because he was like throwing these lines at me. He's like, more energy, more energy. I'm like yelling at my screen basically, and he's like, he says to me, he's like, I can tell you do improv. I don't do improv. I'm like, what do you mean I do?
Yes.
He was like,
yes,
the way you
and
you. Yeah, I was like, I'm just saying what you're saying back with a little razzle dazzle. That's all I'm doing. And he was
That's
like, you're
improv.
great at improv. I was
That's
like,
improv. Yeah.
you're a great hype man, is all I could say.
Nice. All right, so like I don't know. We didn't talk this through before we brought Luke on, but it feels weird talking strategy with Mr. Floor Play Guy. But yeah. So, but
I love strategy. Talk to me about strategy.
What was it in terms of this game specifically because you were the poster boy. Oh, nice. A candle lighting.
I'm
Live.
setting the stage.
Nice. You were the
I like
poster
it.
boy for strategy right
What
out of the
scent
gate.
is that?
Like you were I won't say you were playing hard, but you were strategizing, and everybody was kind of coming to you for the take on what's going to happen next and where to go next and what do you think?
Yeah, I think the people that legitimately wanted advice came to me. I think that some people had no interest in talking to me about that, which is fine. I wasn't like really advertising that. I try to be warm. I try to be approachable to people. I try not to make Zach go off camera, but sometimes it happens.
It happens a lot. You're not the only one.
And for me, I was like, I have no reason to lie to anyone about anything. And there were people that asked me, what's my best move? And I was like, well, if you want to do that, you're probably going to need to come through me. You're going to need to challenge me. And I wasn't telling them that to bait me, because the honesty is the best policy, even in this. There were people that were terrified of saying, oh, I don't like this category. And I'm like, I don't think anyone's thinking the way I am, where it's offensive category swap over and over and over again. So I don't care what people know about me. I didn't want geometry. I'm terrible at math. I didn't want biology. I'm terrible at science. I didn't want Arctic Circle because I didn't know what it meant. You know, it's like it just depends on the person and how they want to talk about those things. But I was so open with others about what I wanted to do that I think it gave them an inviting space to say, well, I like the way you're thinking. I want to play a different game. I want to do this. The other thing that helped is basically everyone wants to play the long game. Everyone wants to be there at the end and win the 250. They don't want to win an episode because it's less money. And so my strategy in that was like, that's probably not going to happen for me. And so my strategy was just so different from everyone else's that it's like, well, yeah, I'll happily talk to you about which 3 you should duel before going back, or like Molly's strategy. Win one. You're in the perfect place. You're in the corner and you still have your own category. Of course you want to go back. That's a great strategy. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
So I don't think I became like, I try to always stay humble. I don't think I became Mr. Strategy because I'm some genius. I think I became mister Strategy because I just like talking to people. I was going to be honest with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Very approachable. And what you were saying was making a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
Yeah, it was.
It worked.
And it was.
Yes. As I sip my LaCroix.
Yeah, it definitely came across as genuine, and you know, now when you said like your strategy was different, were you really not thinking long game? Were you not thinking you're going to be around at the end? So you're like, just let me get the money now.
Yeah, I basically knew from the get-go, even before the Sandra Bullock 4 pieces winning, if you can play for an episode, it's just so much easier to win. It's just objectively easier to win. I've said this before too, because your strategy constantly changes. Everything's changing on the floor all the time. Say I had been randomized first, right? The first episode, I'm the first person randomized. I would have challenged Courtney and Harry Potter. I would have challenged Rick and Presidents. I would have challenged Andre and State nicknames. I would have category swapped judges into State Flowers, played that, kept State Flowers. Nobody knows State Flower. I put it out there. I wanted this category. I keep State Flowers. Then I go back now with 4 pieces of the floor, and or I guess that would be 5 pieces of the floor. And I'm like, there's only 3 duels left. Somebody come grab me now. Like, I dare you to challenge me. And then I would win the 40K, and it's like, I probably won't win anymore. Like, I was always the person that was just going to play for the episode. And I did tell the producers that, and I do think that's how the producers, this is a hypothesis, no one said this to me. I think that's how the producers want the game to be played. And so I think that helped get me on the show, is the aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me in my interview too. I said I'm not looking to be the wallflower. I'm looking to play. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play until And yeah. What's this?
Yeah, I mean, pre-category swap, I would have been the person that was like, I'm definitely playing 3, getting time boost, going back. I'm not going to stay for just 1. The other thing is it depends on where you're at. You know, Molly had the perfect one and done, go back to the corner. I was in the middle of the floor. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
what am I'm going to go back and still be surrounded by everybody on every side? No, I don't want to do that. Like, I have to win some. The only reason I decided to go back is because I was pretty sure, in the first episode that is, it's because I was pretty sure, like, well, I don't think it's going to border me. And if I go back now, it's a guaranteed 40K. And I was right.
Yep.
Yeah.
How I don't know. We kept seeing that video, and I just think about it now, and I'm starting to get a little misty. Like the video with your mom.
Oh,
It's just it's like if you have dreams in your life, like most people would dream to be able to have that moment with their parents where it's like, you know, and that's with sports stars it's too. It's like that they just want to give back to their family. To have that moment, to be able to do that, explain
yeah,
that
that was.
moment, explain have the ability to have that moment.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the greatest moments of my life. That was my Super Bowl for sure, and no one can take that from me. For the people who aren't in the family that watch this amazing podcast, I did record my mother's reaction both to me winning the 40K, and then also me talking about how I wanted to do it for her, and it was very sweet. But I mean, it's just it's kind of sappy video you can imagine. But for me, it's this moment where, like your parent is proud of you. Like I have the best mom in the world. She was a single mom at one point. She worked 3 jobs to take care of me and the rest of the litter. And she I mean, she raised me to be a lot of things. And one thing I don't think she ever really raised me to be was someone who should look out for her. She's a staunchly independent person. She's pretty stubborn. Getting her into that in-law suite is going to be another challenge entirely. But I just saw how hard she worked for me my entire youth, and I think she's the greatest mom in the world. And to know, oh, there it is. So she's watching. Long time. If it doesn't land next to me,
Your name's Heather.
that's my family. It's my wife on the floor. There's her
That
joy.
is so precious.
Oh,
I was
man.
talking about you. I was talking about you.
Oh.
It's the best.
Yeah.
The best.
She's my hero, so just knowing that I have the financial security that I didn't have before to take care of her. And I mean, she's 7 years old and she's not retired yet, and she works her butt off. It's like, it's more than I could put into words if y'all gave me a day to talk about it. So,
Yep.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool to it's cool that you were able to record that moment too, you know, and that reaction's so genuine and so
Oh, yeah.
lovely. It's awesome. The best.
I cried the first 4 times I watched that video, so.
Yeah. I didn't expect to get as emotional as I did, but watching it again right then. But I mean, it was insane. I didn't cry in front of her either, but then on the drive home, I was just sobbing. I just tore my headphone out.
So
I was losing it.
Let's pivot to another mom, Luke. I'm really curious. We can't go into too many specifics because it's we're kind of talking inside baseball, but on our WhatsApp chat, there is a ongoing. It's kind of like Paul Rudd with Conan O'Brien. It's an ongoing gag within the chat that is started by Luke, and because of what happened on the show, and Harley's mom's hall pass with Rob Lowe.
America did not see that. America
They
did not see that.
Yeah, they didn't see it. They didn't see it, but Harley talked about it. So,
Yeah. All
I
right.
can't believe America. It made that line may have been a little bit much for the 8 o'clock hour.
I think so.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I
And
mean,
Rob's
Like, if we're airing at 10 o'clock, I
response
think we
was
could have got
certainly
through it.
not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was risque to say the least. Yes. So I, I just thought it would be funny to just continuously amp the up the ante of the nefarious things that Rob Lowe and Harley's mom got up to with each other. And so it has been a running bit. It's petered out, much like Rob Lowe After Hours with Harley's mom, but it's still this kind of thing we just love joking about. And luckily Harley's like an absolute champ about it, because otherwise it would be super, super awkward. But yeah, I think it's funny to joke. That's all there is to it. So it's just a good bit. It's a good bit.
the other thing, though. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was actually going to pivot us to another thing. Like, Luke, you're like one of the biggest stars of the group chat, but one of the biggest things that
You're one of the biggest stars, Zach.
Yeah, okay.
No, you are.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, thanks. But one thing, you've made me cry more than anybody else in that group chat, mostly because of your mom, but also you have a fan, a huge fan, and it like if you want your heart to be touched, then you people need to know about this situation. So I'm gonna let you and Molly talk for a second.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Luke has his biggest fan ever. His own mother is on the show and he does not even care. He only has to look for Luke. I'll be like, look, there's mom. He's like, and Luke?
Yeah, it's the cool uncle vibe. I have 4 nieces and a nephew. Now I have another nephew in Baker. And I have 2 other kids in my life, my friends' kids that are practically my niece and nephew as well. So I'm really just a kid at heart, and I like being boisterous and loud and doing things that, kids find fun. And so, if I ever met Baker, I'm sure the first thing I would do is in person. That is, of course, we know each other like this, otherwise. But if I met him in person, I would probably want to throw him in the air, and hang out with him. Oh my, Baker! Hey, dude!
He couldn't wait to
What's
get on
up?
camera.
I should have worn my shirt, huh?
Oh.
Hi, Luke.
What's up, man?
Bye. How was the game?
The game was awesome. The game was so fun, and I hope that I see you on season 47. Because
is it to come on?
You want me to right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take out my headphones. I won't be able to hear you for a second. I'm going to turn on a light as well so you can really see what I'm doing.
Oh.
Here we go.
Come on! How about that, Baker? Was that pretty good?
Yeah. you jumped and you said, come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
I'm a big jumper, big fan of jumping.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Come on.
Baker, what'd you think when I won all the lava and then I lost it all at the same time?
Did you lose the lava?
Yeah.
Were you happy for me or sad for me?
Here, he's talking to you.
Huh?
Were you happy or were you sad?
I was sad when you lose.
Oh, my buddy. All right, well, let's talk about something happier. Your mom is still on the show.
Yay!
Can you believe your mom's on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
classic. You cannot go wrong. I'm a big T-Rex guy myself. That's
Baker,
awesome.
Why you
Baker, if you
T-Rex?
could just have a T-Rex, or you could be with Luke for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
I just pick a T-Rex.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Luke.
I would too. I
Yeah.
would
Good
too.
choice.
I would too,
Thousand
dude. I
times
get
better.
it. I get it.
Over Luke?
That's the right choice. That means that you're a healthy fan and not an obsessive. That's very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Baker, you're
it's
awesome,
still gotta
man.
be it's gotta be good to know, Luke, that you are only gonna lose out to a T-Rex. Like everything
Why?
else in life, it's Luke.
You have any
I mean,
questions?
a T-Rex and Charlie DeLuca, I guess. Those are the two things.
Yes.
A T-Rex and mothballs.
Why you call me T-Rex?
Why am I going to be a T-Rex?
Yeah.
Well, if I become a T-Rex, then I'm unstoppable in your eyes, Baker.
Okay. But
Okay.
why?
Well, actually, if I were going to pick a dinosaur, Baker, your mom can show you which one this is. I would pick an Ankylosaurus because it has a big, cool tail and a tank-like shell, and it's a herbivore, which is extra cool.
That is a deep pull.
I know my dinosaurs. Like I said, I would have taken paleontology from Molly because I could have beat other people in paleontology.
He was gonna take
Just
my
not Molly.
dinosaur. He was gonna take my dinosaurs.
I was
Baker
going to
still
steal
would have loved you.
your mom's
Is that nice?
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Is that nice?
Okay, great. He said it's nice, Molly. Don't ask him again.
It's already been spoken.
Come on.
It's already been spoken.
Good.
Come on.
Come on.
Can you do one big come on?
Come on.
Whoa! You've got what it takes. You've got what it takes to be on the floor.
All right, you
Sign him up.
Say bye, Luke.
Bye, Baker. I'll see you later, buddy.
Okay.
Y'all done? Okay. Tell everybody it's bye.
Bye.
That was Baker, everybody.
Bye. Bye, Baker.
I love
You
you.
rule. You're the coolest kid ever.
Did you hear what he said?
You just said I love you.
No, what did he
He
say?
said, "I love you, Luke."
Oh my gosh, Baker, I love you too. I'm so sorry I didn't hear it.
Oh.
You're crazy. I like you, but you're
All right.
crazy.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, Gatler.
See you after a while, crocodile.
See you later, crocodile.
That's pretty good. Pretty
Nice.
good.
Nice.
I know.
All right.
It's like we don't even exist, Zach, and that's okay.
It's okay.
There is just Luke.
I
There's
know you
only
want to talk to
Luke.
Luke, buddy. Maybe we can call him again sometime. You go there with Daddy for a minute. I'm almost done.
So, okay. So we're gonna play. First, we're gonna play the judges. We're gonna play when you got up there. We're gonna play the happy one first.
Okay, that's good.
Happy for you guys, but you.
I love Kelsey too.
Still.
Yes.
Gordon Ramsay.
Pass.
I had 80 judges on a list. I did not have Abby Stone.
Did not have
Yeah, I
Abby
wouldn't
Stone.
have gotten that.
Tyra Banks.
Adam Levine.
Judge Snyder.
That's the one I wouldn't have got.
That's
Greg
a deep
Mathis.
cut, man.
Yeah, that was deep cut.
I
Uncle
had a
Phil.
mnemonic for Judge
Judge
Snyder.
Banks.
Judge Banks.
Pass.
Oh, in that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss J.
Miss Jace.
Pass.
I was surprised Kelsey didn't know Paul Hollywood.
Yeah.
She seems like a cooking
Man
show
down.
gal to me.
Judge Jerry Springer?
I had
You
to
gave
start
him the
tossing in
judge title.
judge.
Stone. Sherry Stone.
I was doing judge for the rest of
Judge
them.
Toller?
Yeah.
Judge Hatchett?
I was like, I'm not missing it.
Judge Osborne?
Gotta have fun with it.
I was so sad she missed that one.
Yeah.
Padma Lakshmi.
That's a good pull, though.
RuPaul?
Padma Lakshmi's good.
Yeah.
RuPaul.
Do you think you would have got Padma? You think I would have given Padma?
I would have got Padma. Yes.
But would they have given just Padma instead of the last
Oh
name?
no, Padma Lakshmi. No,
Gotta say the last name.
I don't think so. But I did know her full name.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Goodness gracious.
This killed me.
I would not have gotten this.
No, really?
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe she's a sort of a redhead, I
her.
guess. I don't know.
Pass. Check. Lilian.
So I knew Judge Million. But
Anything.
I did not know her looking like that.
Yeah.
And so that I think that's what threw me, because Judge Million was on my list as well, because she wears a lot of bling. She's very stylish, and so my mnemonic was she looks like $1,000,000. But in that picture, she was young, and she was like her red hair looked weird, and she didn't have any bling on. And so every image I had looked at of her, that was not what she looked like.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Luke, this was a hard duel for me to watch on the floor. It was a hard duel for me to watch here because, like, you took out my last bestie on the floor. The difference
Fair.
is you didn't go for her. I had no hard feelings against you
I
because
mean,
she went for
it's
you.
self-preservation. Yeah.
And I knew she was going for you. She was studying on-screen judges really hard
Yeah.
since day one, honestly. Like she knew that she
Mhm.
wanted to go for you eventually, and so like I was ready to see her take you out, but I was also really
Yeah.
happy for you. And then after you took her out, I was like, all right, I want Luke to win it all. Like, I was ready to see you go
That's
for
tough.
it.
That's tough. Yeah.
And then yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, Kelsey's a fierce competitor.
Mm.
Shout out to Kelsey. I think winning 2 duels is great. You know, if it were me, I would win 2 too, and then just lose just the same as her. So, it's if you ask me, it's the perfect amount of duels to win. No, she's so dope. And then when she challenged me, I was like, oh snap! If somebody's gonna beat me in this category, it's gonna be Kelsey. So that was stressful. I was stress sweating. If you look at the pictures that Fox gives us of us smiling with people, it's so ironic because it went the exact opposite way. When I'm up there with Kelsey, I look like this. And then when I'm up there with Zach, not Zach, with Charlie, I'm like so happy. And then of course doesn't go that way at all. Yeah.
Because you're just like, oh no. Like it's
Yeah,
before
I mean,
the
yeah.
duel, you're like,
I mean, she took out Queen Elizabeth in what was an absolute banger of a battle. She had 3 seconds left and she didn't crack. That was incredible. That to me, it's one thing to stomp someone. It's another thing to win on the wire. That's insane.
Yeah.
Because that clock is adding up in most people's heads.
And
and
the
then
music.
she beat Christina. The music too. The music is stressful. And then she beat Christina in Monopoly, and that was an insanely hard category. That was much harder than anyone expected.
So hard.
And she crushed it.
Yep.
So, of course, I was very nervous going up there. But my studying paid off for that one. And, I pulled out the W.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome to see and also awful to see.
Heart-wrenching. I mean, I was right there with you, Zach. Like, there's so many people I just didn't want to see go all throughout the thing. So, yeah.
So, talk us. You mentioned a little bit earlier, but why Charlie?
It was a massive mistake as America saw. A few things about Charlie. So, one, Charlie had said that thing I really just want to win one duel for my mom. Charlie had also said to me, you know, I'm really ready to go home. I'm tired of being here.
Yeah, he had said
So
at the
those two
table.
things, and so he had said that to me too, and so I immediately underestimated him. I was like, oh, I can beat Charlie. It doesn't matter that I haven't studied since. Everyone knows common smelly things. So I didn't think I needed to study. And he was in the same direction I wanted to go because my next sights were set on Rick with Presidents. So that's why I challenged him. I did hesitate for a moment because once I had seen everything else I had, I was like, ooh, Bob has combat films and I love action movies. And I thought about it. And then I told my family this during the commercial break before we see Jonathan get randomized and go on his tear. And then when they watch the action movie Duel with Bob, they go, you should have challenged Bob. And I'm like, right, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
what can I do
Yeah,
there?
and you
And
should
the
have
other
applied
thing
to the
is,
floor.
exactly. The other thing is, even if I had challenged Bob in action films, I would have then challenged Charlie in Sense. Nothing else would have changed. Charlie would have beat me then. He would have gone back to the floor. Jonathan would have been randomized. He would have challenged Charlie. He still would have won $20,000 just with one fewer hurdle to jump over. So it's like nothing would have changed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Charlie was so you could see it in his eyes. He was so excited to win that duel.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke was not, sadly.
Yes.
Cigarette. Pass.
I thought you had it
That
there.
gave me such false confidence.
Roses.
That happened, and I was like, oh, I've won it.
Yeah.
Pine needles.
Cinnamon.
Grass.
Eggs. Rotten eggs.
Yeah, that was
Also, you see how Charlie's
Cookies.
swaying? I could see him doing that. And I was like, he's nervous and he's intimidated by me. And I was not moving, but watch, you'll see my hands switch from behind me to in front of me here in a second. And that's when I know, oh, snap, I think I'm going to lose this.
Junk. Garbage.
Lavender.
Dog pee.
Lemons. Citrus.
Wet dog.
Flowers. Pass. Fish.
pass
That was
cost
so
was seven-
specific.
It was 7 seconds for Jasmine.
Yeah.
I was at the end of 36, and that got me down to 29.
Yeah.
That was brutal. I passed way too slow.
Diaper. Dirty diaper.
Garlic.
Nail polish.
Tires. Rubber. Burnt rubber.
Hands twitching a little bit at this point.
Durian.
Durian was a good pull.
Coconut.
Yeah.
That was a good pull.
Mold.
Ooh.
Yep.
Toast.
Now I
Burnt toast.
switch
Yep.
because we're
Fart.
now I've lost the lead. I had a 9-second lead at
smelly
one point
cheese.
in this duel.
Yep.
Blue cheese.
Dirty socks.
Exhaust.
That's a good pull. That was a very fuzzy photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie. Spice latte.
Sewer.
Basil.
Eggs. Pass.
I just saw a blur of white. I was like, eggs? And then
It looks like
once I
poop.
passed, I kicked myself in the wrong direction. I said, oh, it was breath mints. And then I see it's mothballs, and I'm like, whoa, I would have never gotten that. That was not happening. So that made me feel better.
Yeah. Seriously.
Bacon.
Those aren't even like a. That's not. That was mad.
Bread.
I know.
Porta potty.
You're holding on.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Skunks.
I answered these last. Yeah, I answered that one
Brussels
so fast. I remember skunk. I was like, I said that. So.
Kitty litter.
I thought I got that. I thought I got that buzzer beater of kitty litter.
So didn't I.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was tough. That was tough. Oh man, brutal, absolutely brutal. Yeah, my reign of terror never really ever started, unfortunately. But it
Not
was
that you
one of
didn't
those
have
things.
awesome- I was gonna say, not that you didn't have awesome rewards from the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing to complain about. Everything I wanted to do, I did. Everything past that, if I had won that duel, it was literally just fun. It was just to see how far I could go. And so I left with my head held high. The other thing I want to say, this is in no way an excuse. Charlie won that duel fair and square. I was tired. I was really tired. Like when Kelsey challenged me in the first place, I was like, this is the worst time for her to challenge me. It was the second of 3 episodes that day. It was the middle of the episode. I was hungry, and I just remember being like, I would kill for a nap right now. And when the producers, give you your drink of water, how are you feeling? I was like, I'm tired. I'm pretty tired. And so you can just see I'm slower than I had any right to be. I should have been faster. And I wasn't. I was not fast enough. And Charlie knew that category.
Yeah.
Well, you did have a reign of terror, and it led to a big payday and a house with an in-law suite, which is awesome. That's
You guys will get a full tour once I own that house.
Yay!
Very cool.
This is
cool.
a rental.
Okay. In terms of, if you had one tip to give to the season 6 applicant, what would you say to anybody looking to go on the floor?
You have to let go of those nerves entirely. You have to do it one way or another. I talked about being nervous with Kelsey, but ultimately I was calm up there. But it's because you just have to say to yourself that this is tough. Like I wouldn't suggest going on this show if you're not doing well in your life mentally. Like if you're in a bad spot, don't put all of your eggs into the game show basket. That's going to be a recipe for disaster. I told myself for the first one, if I go up there and I trip on the stairs on the way up and I break my nose and I've got blood in my mustache, and then I duel and I have to pass the entire time and I lose the first duel, I still went on TV and tried something, and I'm still going to live a good life. Like none of this is going to affect my life. Like if I do poorly. Now, if I do great, it clearly has affected my life, which is amazing. But if it went as bad as it could possibly go, I'm still going to live a good life. I'm going to pick on our buddy Shelby. Zach, I just hung out with her all last weekend. Yes. Shelby's happy. Shelby's fine. And you saw her lose 24 seconds because she didn't realize it was her turn. And she's still a happy, healthy
somehow
person.
Life goes on. Yeah.
Somehow. Exactly. Yes. Life finds a way, as Jeff Goldblum would say, right, Molly? In your favorite movie, Jurassic Park. And so you have to remember that, or some equivalent mantra when you're doing a game show, any game show, I would imagine, and say, the thing that I said before I left was, I can win this, and it will be okay if I don't.
That's really
nice.
Good.
Nice. You did win. You did win more than most. More than, I don't know. I can't. I'm not good at math, clearly. But a fair amount of people. 90 some.
90%. Yeah, at least 90%. Yeah. I mean, the max possible. What we've seen thus far this season would suggest that there are max 11 people that could win money. So, and that's the max. And if it keeps going the way it's going, it will be 11 people. So I'm very lucky and grateful to be in that 11.
So it makes sense now that we see the three of you together. But like, how did the three of you connect to do the podcast?
I think that I am fully Sergio and Jonathan's third wheel. There are moments where I'm like, should I leave the room? Like, are you guys going to start making out? through your cameras. No shame if they did,
Yeah,
no
that would
shame
be
in that
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both happily married, but open marriages, swinging, that could be great for them. I think that I had so I mean, I have a podcast of my own. I have a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. You
The
can follow
modular
that.
podcast. Would that be it?
I
Yep,
told
Modular the
coworkers
podcast. Yeah.
about it today.
Oh,
I
that's
have a couple
dope.
of
That's awesome. Thank you, Molly.
a couple coworkers that play it they play it together like every Sunday. Well, I don't know whatever night. I was like, hey,
It's so fun.
hey, I have a buddy who has a podcast. You should go listen to it.
Would you
That's
take
awesome. I
down?
really
Would you
appreciate
take
that
down
shout.
Will Wheaton in D&D?
If that was the category, I think so. I think that Will Wheaton has too many nerd strings pulling his brains in different directions, and I've got a much more hyper focused D&D drive that I think I could beat Will Wheaton. But you always have to back yourself. I told myself, I was like, I can beat anybody on this floor if it's the right category. So you just have to back yourself. But yeah, Sergio and Jonathan, they wanted to do a podcast. I think they were looking for that certain je ne sais quoi, and they wanted a third. And they also knew conveniently that I knew how to edit a podcast. So if you watch the floor play, all of that editing is done by yours truly. And I am their little grease monkey that they just put to work. And then I let the two
Are you
of
doing
them
all the
just fawn
social
over
edits
each
too?
other. Sergio's daughter does a lot of those edits.
No
A lot of
kidding.
those
Yeah, those
edits
are
are coming
fun.
from a
Awesome.
13-year-old girl. Yeah.
I love those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Well, listen to I mean, I can't even. Yeah, listen to the floor play. We're always shouting you guys out, but I mean, it is a great listen.
Yeah.
Yes, you are the
Well, we'll
third
do-
wheel in the mix, but you hold your own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm happy to be on that show. It's very fun. We'll do a better job of shouting y'all out. Every time we mention more from the floor, we're like, they talk about all the wholesome stuff, and then we talk about the savagery. So it's like we need to do a better job of plugging y'all as more than just the wholesome trio. But you three are much more
that's what
wholesome
we
than
are.
the three of us. Yeah, it's true.
We're
It's
wholesome
true. When
on
you have a
here.
preacher-
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you saw Zach in the fantasy football chat, you'd
You
be
leave
like,
Zach
who is
alone.
this
We're
guy?
Listen,
Zach and I
guy.
are bystanders.
This guy
I've
has to
been
go to
defiled.
confessional every day when he types.
Defiled.
Zach, you need to talk to me and talk to Kurt. We should do Fantasy Premier League for the 2026 season. That could be pretty
would
dope.
be cool. That'd be fun.
And individual players get so much more shine in soccer than they do in football. So
interesting.
yeah,
I've never thought about
Yeah.
that. Kurt would be all about that. He is
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
fan.
we gotta
Who's his
we gotta
team?
get you into it.
Yeah.
I believe he pulls for Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds. Yeah, but then there's like soccer confuses me with the leagues because he also loves Miami.
Yeah,
but that's not the same
MLS.
as Leeds, right?
How
Yeah.
did
That's an
how did
American
Crystal
versus a
Palace
British.
happen for you?
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. It's actually not that crazy, but it's kind of crazy. Back in 2006, I believe, I saw my first ever Crystal Palace match, and I was watching at a Chelsea fan's house. This is a family friend. Are you looking up the game?
No.
Oh, that's what I thought you were doing. I was about to say you could probably find it. So this certain Chelsea fan, who will not be named for legal reasons, turns out to be a really bad dude, and was not a good person in my family's life in any way. And I as a kid, because in 2006 I was 10 years old, I thought to myself, I don't like this guy. I never had a good vibe from this guy, and I couldn't put a finger on it. And so everyone was watching this Chelsea game, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull for the other team. And the other team happened to be Crystal Palace. And then it also happened that my elementary school mascot was the Eagles, and Crystal Palace were the Eagles. And so I was like, great, this is my team. And then I really didn't follow it until I was in high school. And I was like, oh yeah, let's like actually get into this. Crystal Palace dropped out of the Premier League for a while, but then came back, and I got to enjoy the Wilfred Zaha days, and then the Michael Olise and Eberici Eze days, which is very recent. And now we are here with my boy JP Mateta. It's a great time to be a Crystal Palace fan. It's a great time to get into the Premier League. It's I mean, it's the most beautiful game for a reason. I encourage everyone to watch Premier League. I think it's the best way to watch soccer. If you have Peacock, you can watch all the games, and it's
the
very
Peacock,
accessible to Americans.
it's amazing. The
Yeah.
what they've done in terms of the broadcasting, it's made it so
dope.
accessible.
It's the best time to be an American English football fan, and that just happens to be me and Kurt and many other lovely people. So
I
yeah.
got into Premier League when I started wanting, because my son was starting to get into soccer, so I'm like, okay, I actually got to give this a chance. Like, I'd always looked down
Yeah.
on soccer because it was like 1-0. How could that be exciting? Then I watched the
Right.
game, and the first game I ever watched, it was Jamie Gallagher just absolutely jumped off the screen for me, and I've been a Liverpool fan ever since.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Liverpool's a super respectable team. Right now,
Yeah.
they're getting a lot of hate because they're kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
the goats at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you, I mean,
We
I
were
won't
on the
get too.
we were on the bottom for a bit.
Yeah. Liverpool's super respectable, and I like the way they're doing a lot. I think they're making some buying mistakes at the moment and focusing
Yes.
on the wrong things.
Hardcore.
But I do like Liverpool. I enjoy watching a Liverpool match. Liverpool's not one of those teams that I rag on. So neither is Leeds. I mean, Kurt's team just got back in the Premier League, and it's dope. Anyway, this is not what this podcast is about, and you guys just got me rambling. So
That's why our
We're gonna
podcasts
let
are
you
so
go
long.
for
We
now.
go on all
Yes.
kinds of
Cool.
roads, but yeah.
We're gonna let
Luke,
you know.
you're awesome.
Yeah,
you
you're the
are a
best.
pleasure to know. I'm so happy to call you my friend. You're awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate each of you entirely. Molly, you sending out the bracelets, and then obviously now my friendship with Baker is very special to me. And so I'm always going to be a Molly stan. Zach, you and I don't even know if you remember this. We had the sweetest conversation on. I might get emotional talking about this. Crazy enough. We had the sweetest conversation on the bus, talking about your kids, and you talked about how bad you miss them. And I just remember being like, I'm gonna be a dad like Zach, like, because my
Aw.
dad was not like you. And yeah, you rule, Zach. And then Tim, we had great chats on the floor. I enjoyed all, because I mean, sportscasting and strategy, it's like it was all together. Like we had the best conversations. I did steer you completely astray about our buddy Ty and his knowledge of the Brat Pack. But
Yes, you
Ty,
did.
because Tim said, if I get randomized, I'm going to challenge Ty in Brat Pack, back in like episode 3. And I was like, if you do, these were my exact words. If you do that, you will lose. I was so wrong. Ty peacocked so hard to me. And I was like, this dude really knows Brat Pack. And then you even asked, you pushed me on it. You're like, why do you say that? And I was like, he's just so confident. He's so cool, calm, and collected. And then Ashley showed us, man.
And was it Tanya that like jumped out at our table because it was like stop,
Yes.
like stop I don't know, stop shaming Tim or something like that. It was like,
Yeah. Tanya came to your aid, and I wasn't trying to talk smack about you. I think you know that. I wasn't saying in any way that you weren't capable. I just thought Ty was this bazooka powerhouse of Brat Pack knowledge, and he clearly wasn't. So yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Anyway, I appreciate all three of you so much. I appreciate your time. I'm really grateful for this experience, and I'm grateful for the three of you. So thank you so much.
Right back
Yeah,
at
We
you.
love you, man.
It's funny.
Love y'all too.
One thing I will say, like Luke and I, like we have a friendship, and my son is obsessed with him. Luke and I had one conversation in Ireland while
It's true.
filming. We only had one, and it was Luke coming up to me during a break saying, "Hey, are you a paleontologist?" I was like, "No." I was like, "But I love dinosaurs, and like I've taught on it." And that was literally the only conversation Luke and I have had.
I was
while we were in
scoping the territory. The other thing is I'm from, well, I mean, I'm really from Western North Carolina, and so all the people I love talk like Molly. And I'm like, there was a part of me that was like, I don't want to get too close to people that I want to potentially take out, and I wanted paleontology. So it was one of those things, because like that's why I was comfortable talking to Tim. I didn't care about sportscasters. I never wanted to play that. I was like, let's chat with Tim. I can be close to Tim because I don't want to deal with Tim. But Molly, I was like, you're kind of a target for me, so it was tough.
Can't be friends with her until after.
That's why I
Yeah,
never talked
exactly.
to Ashley.
It's
Sitting
all
right
good.
next to me. I felt so bad. I'm like, because that was the
Like
path.
I will
was going to
attack
theme
amusement parks if I get a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's why I didn't
That's how it
talk to
goes.
anybody.
Right.
You're all my targets.
Going everywhere.
Oh man, that's
Polar
awesome.
opposite.
All right, Luke.
But yeah,
Cool.
thanks,
We
Luke.
will talk down the line. We really appreciate you joining us here on More from
Yeah,
the Floor.
thank y'all. This
And,
was so
please,
fun. This was so fun.
Please, if you have not yet, please check out Floor Play. Anywhere you get your favorite podcasts.
It's fine.
It's good stuff. And the modular podcast. Check out
That's a good show. That's a good show.
That's the one. Screw these other two.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, Luke.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Of course.